Piper and David from the Gaming with Scissors, and we're joined by an internet vagrant who found his way onto our internet.
Hi, I'm here. My name's Eric.
That's supposed to be Eric.
Let's Get from RetroWare TV.
Yes.
What is that? Explain to us what that word is.
Oh, it's just some dumb shit I did, and this is video games.
Oh yeah,
That's
it. Yeah, let's just get some video games.
Oh,
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny when I don't know. It's like based on like Japanese shows, how they'd be like 500 points, get. You know, just the interesting use of the English word get. So I was like, oh, let's just get. You know, so now I could just be like, let's get whatever game, and it's just dumb video game videos and stuff like that.
So it's like Let's Plays.
No, I don't. I guess I do something that's kind of like a Let's Play. Mostly I do video game reviews.
Oh, cool.
And I just, you know, I don't take stuff too seriously. I just goof a lot in video games. And, yeah. I have done some kind of Let's Play stuff. But what's up?
He likes to dress up.
Yeah.
Do you dress up?
I've done a lot of holiday videos in that. But
all right, so this is what we're doing, people who are watching this or people who are watching this later. I have never played Castlevania. And that is an abomination of some sorts, I guess. So, I'm going to try and play Castlevania.
And we're going to make fun of him.
Oh my gosh. This is going to be terrible. Alright.
I'm excited for you.
Are you?
Because it's such a good game. I don't know how you've not played it yet. It's going to be so fun.
I don't know.
Let's get Castlevania.
Let's get Castlevania.
Okay, so... I guess... I am supposed to hit these sticks on fire? Is that what that is?
You whip the torches.
Why?
So you can get stuff out of them?
What did
Say, look, you just improved your whip right there. Well, extra long whip.
It's important for it to
Right
be extra
there.
long.
Whip
All right. And just so you know, the hearts are your ammo.
What do I need ammo for? Are there guns?
Push up and B.
Up and B. Oh!
There you go.
Alright.
He's gonna get you.
No.
I can't let that happen.
You're doing good. You're flawless so far.
Yeah, so far so good. Till he gets to the panther.
No, he's going to get you.
Oh, yeah. Ricky Dicky.
It's like reliving my first time vicariously through you. I mean, playing Castlevania.
I was gonna say, that sounds inappropriate.
This was the first game I ever bought with my own money.
I never had any money.
Oh, okay. This was like my earned money, my allowance money. Like, I do little dumb chores for my parents, and I finally had enough money to buy a game after saving forever. And I think it was like $31 at the Children's Palace, and that's all I had. So I was like, this game looks cool, and I knew nothing about it. I was just like, this looks cool. My parents were like, this looks scary. I was like, this looks cool, so they let me buy it.
That's why it looks cool.
Yeah, it was so fun.
How old were you?
I was like, man, how old was I? I don't know.
I was
7? 6?
Yeah, I was 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Maybe 6, yeah. In any case, man, and it was like one of those kind of tense games to play as a kid, because I mean, if you play it nowadays, it's not really that spooky, but as a kid, you know, some of that stuff, like, well, I don't want to give spoilers, because there's some stuff coming up that you haven't gotten to yet, but there's some spooky stuff.
Don't spoil the game for me.
Don't get scared.
Spoiler alert, you will die.
Don't get spooked.
You get spooked and you die.
Yep. That's the point of the game. Don't get spooked. Borrow a line from the Happy Video Game Nerd.
Who's that?
He's on RetroWare. If he ever heard me say that, he'd be like, hey, using my line.
Trademarked.
Trademark.
You owe me 25 cents.
Oh, dang. It's like a swear jar. It's like every time copyright infringement. It's a copyright infringement.
It's a quarter. I like that better than having to pay money.
Yeah.
More money. What did...
Dang, so far so good. You haven't died yet.
Is
got
that
a couple hits.
Is that good? This game doesn't seem so hard.
Oh.
Well, they gotta ease you into it. That's the way Nintendo does it.
Yeah.
All
Just wait. Just you wait.
These jerks.
Why don't you ask one of those guys a question?
Oh, nice. With your axe.
Maybe I will. Right now!
Oh!
Oh shit, there's a bat up there!
No. He'll be fine, he's your bud.
Hint, hint, that weapon may come in handy.
There you go. Tear it up. You got doubles. Now you can throw them twice as fast.
There you go. Oh!
I used to always look at this really weird, like, it wasn't until years later that I could see that it was just a big open mouth, but before I really thought it was like two little vampire teeth at the top, and I didn't know what the hell was going on at the bottom, maybe his feet or something.
Yeah.
Then years later I was like, oh, it's just a big head with a scary mouth. That's actually kind of creepy.
That is kind of creepy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Done.
killed him! Click on the
Get
ball.
the orb of cleansing. You know what they called it?
I didn't remember.
It looks like a big old gumball.
The Castlevania.
It's the gumball of gratitude.
The Castlevania gumball.
That was alliteration. Gumball gratitude.
Your alliteration.
Aww.
Alright, now it's gonna start getting
A little easier.
a little
Oh,
trickier.
Oh, that guy.
Hey Eric, did you ever go get the crown?
Yes,
down there?
sir.
Okay, I always wondered, I was like, why is there a crown down there?
Yeah, just
And
get
it's
your
like-
points
it-
and...
And it's like the only level that I know of that you can do that.
Yeah, there's certain certain spots like in the first area when he was in like that moat area
Jerk
with
bats.
the fishermen. if you like kneel down towards the bottom right corner of that area, I think it's where it is. Just like a little treasure will pop up, and there's several places where if you just kneel at random, certain spots where it'll give you like a treasure or in that case like with a crown and that kind of thing. So I guess that's probably where they got the idea for what they started doing at Simon's Quest with the whole, kneeling down in weird spots.
Yeah, with the crystal balls.
Yeah, man. Like,
I played a little bit of that today.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love that game, but man, is it flawed.
Yeah, that's what I was telling. Was I telling you that, Sean?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. It's like I can get the rib and I got the heart,
Mm.
and I didn't have to have any help.
Nice.
But I can still remember when I did get help when I was a kid. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta drop the garlic right here, and I gotta go, kneel at this spot.
Yeah. Why would you ever do that?
You
You would
cheated.
never do that.
No, you would have never done it.
Yeah. Like, I had a coworker, I was talking to my friend about it, and I was saying, this is like the hardest game ever because you would never know what to do. And he's like, oh, no, I remember me and my brother, we beat that. We never used the guide. Uh-oh. You gotta watch out. That's the hardest part.
That didn't even make sense.
Yeah, Medusa heads. It's the worst. But yeah, no, he claims to have gotten through it without any help. Like, zero guides. I was like, I don't think so, man. I don't think you could. He's like, no. I was like, well, how'd you figure out, like, the thing with the tornado and the kneeling and whatnot? And he's like, oh, no, me and my brother, we just tried everything. I'm like, baloney, man. No way. Your memory must be, like, kind of... Or your brother didn't tell you that he looked it up.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. But,
Because you don't play video games like that. You just don't.
yeah.
You don't
There was
just go
enough-
around kneeling everywhere.
Exactly. There was enough in-game help to figure out a few things, but not the whole game. Like, what do you think? Do you think that it's just a bad translation, or do you think it was just,
It was purposely obtuse.
yeah, purposely
Yeah.
obtuse? I believe so, and it's a scary thought.
It's possible because I don't think they've done a game like that since.
Yeah.
I mean, can you think of a game that's been purposely hard just
Like
to be
that?
hard? I mean,
plenty.
Metroid was kind of hard.
Yeah.
There
Mega
wasn't
Man.
really.
What's it?
Mega Man?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mega Man. That game was
yeah.
just hard to piss you off.
Yeah. Modern days Super
That one-
Meat Boy.
Oh yeah, Super Meat Boy.
Or any bullet hell shooter.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta be so precise.
Oh, gambling.
So, Mr. Davo Banjo, what was your first experience with Castlevania? Do you mind if I call you Davo Banjo?
No, you can call me whatever. I honestly can't remember. We used to, I don't know, get a game. Like I was more privileged than other kids at the time. So I used to get one like once a month, maybe
Wow.
once every couple of weeks.
Nice.
But they all just sort of blend together after a while. But I do remember, just picking it up. I remember my siblings trying to play it and getting mad and never playing it again, and
Ah!
got crushed.
It didn't even move enough for me to get under it.
Yep.
You gotta be quick.
This is a
But,
son of a B game.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this isn't the third one when you can just jump on top of them.
Did you just call it a B game?
Son of a B.
Oh, okay. Like you cannot call Castlevania a B game.
But I actually think I remember the second one more, just because I think the cover art scared me more as a kid.
Yeah.
Because you just had Dracula just looking at you.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking at Simon. He was looking right at your eyes.
Yep.
And I was like, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah. And the Nintendo Power cover.
Oh, with the head.
Like and the body parts and all that. Like, yeah, that's brilliant because I don't know. I mean, that whole concept was pretty creepy as a kid and stuff. I ended up getting the second one later from my cousin, but actually when I got Castlevania 2 was already out. And I was looking at that, and my parents were reading the description on the back, like body parts of Dracula, and they're like, "This doesn't seem like a good game for kids," because they were pretty protective about like the kind of things that I could watch and see and do. And I'm really surprised that they actually let me get Castlevania, but it just looked mild enough to let me get it. And I mean, you're about to come up on a pretty tense part here. Just no, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I remember this next part kind of really scared me. Actually.
Oh yeah.
Besides the scary Medusa heads, and those are on their own pretty scary. But I fell in love with Castlevania 2, actually. It was just that, you couldn't do anything without the guide, I mean, it was really fun. Like, the gameplay was a lot of fun. The music is incredible. There's so many good things about it, but unfortunately, it's just severely flawed. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy as a kid.
Yeah, I don't know what's scarier. It might be just the girl's head before it even morphs into Medusa's head. That's just scary looking.
Yeah, the face, just turning into the face.
How are you supposed to jump over this?
Oh. You got the right weapon, though.
Throw some water down there.
Yeah.
She needs a drink.
She's a jerk.
Up, man.
Drink. Ah, shuck your pants. I don't know what that means.
I got this.
Well, Eric,
Julie's of nothing. What's up?
Speaking of the flaws of Simon's Quest, how were you on the day and night concept?
It didn't bother me. Like, I mean, I thought it was I thought it was really cool, actually. The 10-second, transition and all that between day and night.
No.
Like, the first few times, I was like, oh, that's really cool, and you don't know what the heck's going on actually the first time. It was kind of scary at first. It's like, oh, it's nighttime. I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. Screen just like kind of fades to dark, and you're like, oh no, oh no. Like I did a review actually. Like the first video game review I did, it was a reply to Angry Video Game Nerd, his one about Castlevania 2, and that was like the first one that he did. I talked about that, but when I was a kid, I didn't like any games that made me read. I didn't like reading anything. And when that first night transition happened, I had just whipped a wolf, and I was like, oh no, now the enemies are talking to me. And I thought it was a dialogue box, but it was like, oh no, it's a terrible night to have a curse. And I was like, oh, okay, it's weird, it's changing tonight. It didn't bother me that much, but I mean, I've played it through a few times recently, and it's a little annoying. But I just know it's what it was at the time, and I just kind of take it for that. It doesn't break anything for me.
It doesn't bother me at all either.
Yeah. It takes a while, but oh well.
Hey Sean,
you can't skip it.
You can throw 2 boomerangs now, right?
Yeah, dualies.
Because you got the dualies.
Can I?
Yeah, see that little 2 box up in the upper right hand corner?
Yeah!
And if you use your special and all the candles, like a 3 will pop up too.
What's your special?
Your secondary weapon, whatever you want to call it.
Boomerang in this case.
Yeah.
Cross or whatever.
Okay.
The boomerang cross.
The boomerang cross. The boss.
The batarang.
The boomerang.
Because if it was an actual cross, it wouldn't come back to you because it would be oddly shaped.
It's all lopsided.
Yeah.
That could end badly. This would just frustrate the heck out of me as a kid.
Oh, and still.
No.
I think the last time I played Castlevania, I got to the 4th level without dying.
Wow, that's good.
I haven't died yet, right?
Not in the last 5 seconds.
Okay.
But yeah, the Grim Reaper still gets me every time.
Yeah, that's the hardest. I mean,
Oh, sorry, Sean. Spoilers. There's a Grim Reaper.
I already knew that.
Okay.
there's also a Dracula or whatever.
A Nosferatu.
There you go. And you would think, man, that's rough. Like, I mean, as a kid, you know, when I was younger, just stuff would scare the crap out of me like that. And when you get to the boss, I'd just be like so tense. My mom would be like, "You need to take a break, honey." Like my hands are sweating, my face is pale.
You're like, "Shut up, Mom!"
I gotta play this. You don't understand. Parents just don't understand.
The only time my parents told me to stop playing a game was Bionic Commando.
Oh yeah.
And whenever you went into the communications room and you did the wiretapping or whatever, the game would occasionally surprise you with a surprise attack. And it would have that annoying alarm. And that alarm used to scare the crap out of me, and I used to scream. And my dad would get mad and say, what are you screaming at? I said, "This game." He said, "Well, quit playing the dang thing."
Exactly. That's exactly what my parents would say. Like, "Now, Eric, it seems to be making you quite upset or angry or whatever. Why don't you just not do that?" I'm like, "What? Why would I not do that? It's a video game. I have to play."
Who are you? Get away
Who
from
do
me.
you think you are? Your parents got you. You give me clothing and food and shelter. I'm sorry.
You can find your own clothes. I don't need you, Mom and Dad.
I'll just whip a block and clothes will come out.
There you go. Or pork chop, and I'll have food for days.
That's right. Nothing like a wall chop. Delicious. Things like that, I did not question as a kid. I was like, "Yep, there's meat in this wall. It's cool."
For some reason, I did. I don't. I said, wouldn't that be bad?
I was just simpler. I was like, "Yeah, whatever. It's cool. Video game. Got it."
I was like, maybe the Belmont family had a refrigeration system back then.
In the walls.
Yeah. And Dracula didn't know about it, so every 100 years it comes back, the meat's always there. I was like, I don't know.
Or it could have just been magic meat.
Magic meat.
Oh. Delicious.
Oh, no!
How long are you going to be on this level, Sean? I'm just curious.
As long as it takes me.
Good answer. You know, you're not doing bad for your first time, man. It took me a while to get past to get this far. It's hard.
I think y'all are just sugarcoating it.
No.
Well, the flea men are particularly nasty.
Yeah.
Did you say flea man?
Yeah, there's a flea man,
Like a
which
man.
I always called him a hunchback.
Hunchback. Yep.
But I think after a while that became politically incorrect. So they went to
Is that
flea
so?
man.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Because I think in the first.
Oh, look at that. That was sick.
That's my skills right there.
You did that on purpose.
You're using Dracula's power against
You're
him.
an enhanced player now. Huh? No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't hear anything about that. I know that they called it Fleaman in the later installations of the series.
Well, because I mean, spoiler alert, Sean. There's a Frankenstein monster in this game too.
This poor guy, he's playing for the first time. Everything's spoiled for him now.
Well, but he had the Flea Man, which was supposed to be Igor. Well, but not really, because Frankenstein wasn't really the doctor or whatever. But he had a little hunchback.
Oh, game over.
So I always called him a hunchback. I could be wrong, but.
Yeah, it was the same thing. I mean, it was like, hey, you got the little hunchback or Fleaman characters, and that was Igor. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But it was oh man, just wait. Oh, it's so rough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else.
Okay, sorry.
I'm done.
We gotta stop.
Well, why don't you tell me what your favorite Castlevania game is?
I knew you were gonna ask that. I was thinking about it earlier too. it's so hard. I mean, the first one I got the first one, second one, third. I got them pretty much in chronological order.
Yeah.
It's so hard because there's so many different styles of Castlevania games nowadays. I mean, just before we went on,
if you say Metroidvania, I will come to Colorado and
oh my,
punch you in the mouth.
oh
No,
my.
I'm just kidding.
So Metroidvania game.
Oh, yeah, I come.
Because that's one of the styles of the games, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it if you don't.
No, I can agree to disagree that
Okay.
because I did a tweet earlier that said Rondo of Blood was the last true Castlevania game.
That's I mean, as far as like the classic style, yeah, you're right on that. Like, did you play the remake that they did of Castlevania Adventure on Virtual Console?
Everybody keeps telling me I need to.
Yeah, I just started playing that a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, why didn't I get on this like a couple of years ago? Dude, are you doing that on purpose?
Yes.
That's so awesome. I don't think I've ever done that.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
I figured it out.
Yeah, seriously, you're skipping. It's so efficient. But yeah, I guess I'd have to agree with you on that because that is excellent. I mean, it's too hard. There's so many good games. I really have a soft spot for the second one, but I can definitely not say that's the best because it's definitely not.
Well, we're not going for best. We're going for favorite.
Favorite. Okay.
There you go.
I guess in my yeah. Actually, I can't say that.
Was it a swear word? Is that why you can't?
No. It was. I was like, I definitely can't say it's the second one.
Okay.
It's too hard. It's too hard to pick a favorite.
Okay, well, do top
third one.
top three then.
Okay, that makes it a little easier. So
Okay.
3, 4. Ah man, and you know what? Well, I mean, as far as the classic ones, because like I said, there's so many different guys. Symphony of the Night is so good.
It is really good. I can't deny it.
And I guess 1. I mean, if I'm talking about the I haven't played. Unfortunately, I haven't played through Rondo, but what I've played, I've really liked, and I just haven't had time to go through the whole thing. So I'd feel kind of weird saying that since I haven't played through the whole thing.
How far have you gotten?
Oh man, I don't remember. I mean, I picked it up when it first came out. Actually, on PSP, the Dracula X Chronicles.
Oh yeah.
That had Rondo, and I guess that you could unlock Symphony of the Night. Is that right? I think that's it. I might have to look that up because it's been so long. But in any case, I played through quite a bit of that. But
start throwing some water, Sean. Keep throwing it. Keep throwing it.
Holy water.
Just keep throwing it.
Is it fair to give him? Can we give him pointers?
Yeah, I think.
Ooh, if you get the dualies.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Oh no! Ah.
Shame hates me. I don't like these spike things right here.
Yeah, those things are death traps.
I got to Dracula in the third one, but I don't think I ever beat him.
He is super tough.
Yeah.
It took me forever.
So what's your favorite?
Absolute or top 3?
Alright, let's do a top 3. It's a little easier because
Okay.
there's so many good ones.
I can't believe you didn't say Super Castlevania was up there.
Did I said that, didn't I? Didn't I say 3, 4? Because 4
okay.
I didn't say Super
Okay.
Castlevania. I said
Oh, that's
4.
okay. I thought you were still going in chronological order. I was like 3, 4, okay. So third, so you 3 was pretty good. I think they had more cheap deaths than this one.
It's hard.
And Dracula was super hard. Oh, and, another guy that was super hard was the like your bad self.
Mm.
Your doppelganger?
Yeah.
With your bad self?
Man, it took me forever to beat him. He was harder than Dracula, I think.
I haven't played that forever either.
Sean, did you get the holy water yet?
No.
Alright.
I don't know where it's at.
Well, don't worry about it, just because you need as much life as you can. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Did you only name 2, or did I miss one?
Oh, I got distracted, I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries.
But, let's see. Well, after playing Rondo, I guess it's gotta be Super Castlevania. I don't know. They're not gonna be in any particular order.
Yeah.
Because there's Super Castlevania, and then Rondo, and then the original. Would be my favorites. Yeah,
Okay.
but there's Symphony of the Night's got to be on there, but as the best, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, Got her.
I did it to it.
Nice.
Did it.
Good job. And on that note, Sean, what's your favorite Castlevania?
So
He doesn't
far,
know.
none of them.
This one doesn't even win by default. Dang.
Well, no, I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, good.
But it is tough, yeah, right? I mean, you see what
I think that once you get the controls down, like so far, obviously I don't have much to go off of, but once you get like the controls down and you just figure out the patterns, it's not really too hard.
There's Igor.
Fleeing.
They are terrible, Sean.
Yeah,
They're just so unpredictable.
Yep.
I
They're
think
basically like the Donkey Kong barrels.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk about those.
Oh, okay.
God, I'm still trying to even get half your score in Donkey Kong.
It took me a while, man. I was so excited. I was like, oh man, I finally beat Steve Weeby's son. I'm the best. It's only a matter of time, Steve Weeby. Watch out.
When Steve Weeby's son was like 3.
For real. That's basically what it was.
I think the creepiest thing about this game is how Simon Belmont doesn't have a face.
Yeah.
Where is your face, Simon?
Yeah. They kept that through the first 3, and I mean, there's only so much detail you can do on an 8-bit system, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just being silly. You know?
Yeah, it is kind of creepy though.
You're the silly. Sorry.
Sean, you're now in the rundown area of Dracula's castle.
He just let it go. He just let himself go.
He said, that's where all the hunchbacks live. I'm just gonna let it go.
It's like the projects.
Yeah.
Castlevania
It's
projects.
the projects of the castle.
See, as a kid, I think one thing I did, I tended to believe everything, but then I was like, where are all these bones coming from? Isn't he going to fall apart at some point? How many bones does he have?
Unlimited.
Infinite bones. Unlimited is the answer, yeah.
255, I think.
But he seems to throw more than that. That would be pretty awesome, actually, if it was like accurate like
And
that.
they're all shaped like femurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't the skeletons in the N64 ones do that? Didn't they like pull
Yep.
off an arm or something?
Yeah, that's awesome.
How
That's
many
really smart.
arms did they pull off?
Every arms.
So just
All the arms.
2 and then they're done?
Yep.
Man, I don't remember. I usually kill them pretty quick.
Are you gonna jump? There you go.
So how do you feel about Castlevania 64?
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't played it since I was 18 or 19. I liked it then just because it was Castlevania, you know?
Yeah.
It's like back then, anything Castlevania, I was just
Yeah.
like, oh.
I was excited for it, and then it came out and just got pretty rubbish reviews, and everyone was like, "This is not Castlevania." And I was like, it'd be so. I was trying to think about it before it came out, and they were showing previews. I was like, how do you translate that into 3D? That seems like it'll be so weird. And sure enough, it was weird.
Yeah.
I still think it was a decent game. I don't think it was. It's definitely not in the top 5 Castlevania games for sure. But I think it's still. I got kind of a bad rap, and I think that it's a decent game. But it's not for everyone. That's for definite. They got the atmosphere pretty cool for 60 early 3D. They did pretty well.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. I didn't like the clock tower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Especially when you had the dynamite stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you couldn't jump at all.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
I had to do that over half a dozen times. Yeah.
Yes, I saw.
Definitely some weird things in that. And like I was just playing Lords of Shadow shortly before we played this, and I mean, I don't know, with the 3D Castlevania, it's kind of rough. It's like a kind of rough transition. Like all the best ones are 2D.
Oh.
The Lords of Shadow is totally, basically God of War. But again, I was thinking like, how do you make Castlevania 3D? I don't know how if it's really been done great yet. There's a couple I've played that have been 3D that've been alright, but
How long have you been doing this, Sean? I'm just curious.
I don't know. This specific level or the game in general?
The game in general.
I couldn't tell you. Not long enough. I haven't mastered it yet.
It's like chess.
Is it like?
Takes, what's that motto? It takes minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master.
There you go.
That's what Castlevania is.
I thought you were gonna say it's like chess. You have to win.
I think you can lose at chess.
I mean, but the goal's to win.
Isn't the goal of every game to win?
Oh, dang it.
I'm going to poke holes in your crazy theory, sir.
That's not hard. They're paper thin.
What if the game is I lose?
I lost. The game is I lose.
Yeah.
Then you won.
But you lost.
Oh.
Oh, see? Your head just exploded. See, look, you just want to go up those stairs all the way, but you can't.
It's deceiving. There's another one of those kneel and stuff shows up things right here.
Is it at the bottom down there?
I don't remember. Yeah, it comes down there, but I don't remember where you gotta be for it to happen.
I'm trying to remember. I think in the instructions it used to say that Dracula had his treasure hidden around the castle, and that's what that was supposed to be.
Yeah. You know, stuff like that always, even as a kid, that was like, man, this is not fair. Like, how would I ever know to do any of these things?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played Super Pitfall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, this, you know, jumping around at random to find vital items like keys and stuff you need to progress in the game. That's not fair. That's not even a challenge.
Yeah.
It's just silly. But, I don't know. That's just how they did it back then. It was kind of like, hey, this is how you make a challenge. And nope, it's not good.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't have kids like me where you got, you know, like a game every now and then. You know, some kids, like my cousin, only had like 3 games.
Yeah.
And, you know, they had to make them hard so people would keep playing them.
Yeah. No, that's how it was. I mean, you know, up until I got a Super Nintendo, I probably had a total of 10 hard-earned NES games, and you know, some of those were gifts, and other ones I had to work and earn it. So you played the crap out of the games you had.
Yeah.
And it did make it last longer, but you would just be frustrated to death with some of that stuff.
That's true. I think the game that I played the most, that just played the crap out of, was McKids and for the Genesis, the X-Men game.
The first one?
I don't remember which one it was.
Do you remember the first X-Men game on the Genesis, Eric?
Mm-mm. Oh,
okay.
Well,
Is that the one where you had to like, where you were trying to kill Apocalypse?
No, I think it was still Magneto.
Okay, because there was I guess it was the second one maybe that
that one had Apocalypse.
There was a part you got to where like the game, like you couldn't do anything, and the way you progressed was you like turned the system off and then turned it back on.
What?
No, that was the first one, Sean.
Okay, there you go. I thought that was on Apocalypse's Isle or whatever.
No, that was Mojo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Was that his name, Mojo?
Yeah.
The big yellow guy?
Yes. He looked like a floating head or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But after you beat him, you had to hold down the reset button or something like that, and then your screen would go all crazy.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to know that?
No, wow.
That's what... Well, I started to say that's what Nintendo Power was for, but that was a Genesis game.
Genesis Power.
Genesis Power now.
They called it Blast Processing Magazine. I don't know. I didn't have a Genesis. I was a Nintendo kid all the way. I wanted one, but...
Do you have one now?
Yes. Yeah, I do now. Yeah.
Okay.
I worked at it. What's up?
Did you ever play the Castlevania on Genesis?
I did, but yeah, I don't have it. That was pretty cool. Like, what I played of it was pretty cool, so I'd like to...
I thought it was kind of cool, too, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to play it before we recorded this, but
yeah.
There was no time.
All I played was Lords of Shadow, and I mean, before we played this, or before we got here. Anyway, just because I remember reading so many bad things about it. But
Sean, did you ever play that copy that I gave you?
It's sitting in my cabinet. I have
Sean's got like 1,000 games, but he never plays any of them.
Ah, I feel your pain.
They're all games on Steam though.
Ah, okay. Those aren't real games. You can't hold those.
Yeah, Eric does.
It doesn't matter. I still got them.
Hey, why don't you use your watch right there?
I don't know.
You need to use
because there's no time.
Oh.
I don't know.
What was that?
You don't worry
Eric being
about
dumb.
Hey, you're getting closer. This is the farthest you made it on this one, isn't it?
that. Yes, I believe so.
See, look at the bottom back there. He just has platforms that don't go anywhere. What are
Yeah.
you doing, Dracula?
I just got bored. And meh. I could finish this bridge, but
You always try and duck those fireballs, don't you?
I want to. I should be able to.
Simon is too tall.
He's 19 feet tall and cannot duck. He's like Andre the Giant trying to play a platformer.
That'd be a good platformer.
I don't think it would.
Oh, getting tricky.
Oh,
I always thought it was cool how the tower and everything was
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm coming, Dracula.
Exactly, yeah.
Coming for you.
You're so close, yet so far away.
And he's just laughing.
Is that mummy
Yep.
gonna kill me?
I don't know, maybe.
He might want to just give you a hug.
Your mummy wants to give you a hug.
Oh, there you go. Secret meat.
Ah!
Just whip him.
Whip it good.
Good one.
You got two mummies.
There you go. Just stay right. Oh no! Oh no!
Mm.
Oh,
Dang, you were
crap.
so close.
The game, it screwed me again.
Holy
Oh,
crap!
that's brutal.
I got it. I got this. I know how this is. I'm gonna blow through it.
This time.
Okay, Eric, we'll go the opposite direction. What would you say is your least favorite Castlevania game?
This one.
No way.
Oh, come on,
This is
man.
classic. This is classic. You got to play all the other Castlevania games, and then you can say. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't played them all either. But
Which
least
ones haven't
favorite.
you? Which ones haven't you played?
Me,
Yeah. The Game Boy ones?
of course, me, because I haven't played all the ones on Game Boy. I played the Adventure, and that was not so great.
Oh, on the Game Boy?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, you definitely have to play the Wii remake though. Like what I've played so far, I'm like that's good. What have I-
Is it still like a million Wii points?
I think
Probably.
I think it was $10 or something.
Oh, okay.
I think it's worth it, but
I'll break
yeah,
it.
I don't think I played Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy.
I don't think I have either.
I don't know how much I played of Legends, but I have it.
Which one is Legends?
That was on the Game Boy, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. My Game Boy knowledge is not so good.
I'm looking at yeah, it was. Oh yeah, I definitely have this game. This is the lowest rated Castlevania game on here. I'm just looking at my iPad. Castlevania 64 was good. I mean, it wouldn't be at the top for sure, but I got a soft spot for that game now.
It's kind of like Simon's Quest.
Yeah,
Not perfect, but
exactly. Legacy of Darkness is much better for Castlevania 64. So if you're gonna play one of the two, play Legacy of Darkness. But yeah, the advanced games were good, and I'm not going to use that word you don't want me to use. But
Metroidvania. I did play. Yeah, I did play some of those too.
Yeah, some of those were really good.
And they switched it up because I know one of them had like a card system, and another one had it was like Symphony of the Night where you could equip weapons, and
yeah,
they weren't bad.
So I mean, I played a couple of the PS2. I guess there was, how many were there on the PS2?
I don't think I played.
There was
any
at
on the
least
PS2.
two. Yeah, one of them was all right. I think it was because I was like, oh, hey, this is a better take on the 3D Castlevania, and it was still not great. So those ones are going to be kind of lower, I think.
Yeah.
The lowest is probably going to be Adventure of the ones I've played, and honestly, I haven't played a lot of it, and I probably shouldn't make a judgment now, but having played about an hour,
Ooh,
I guess,
cool.
of Lords of Shadow, it doesn't feel like Castlevania.
Just keep going, Sean.
It feels a lot like a God of War game in a
Yeah.
lot of ways, and I mean not just the way it's played either. It's just like okay, there's a couple things that are like sort of Castlevania-y, but I guess I probably haven't given it enough of a chance. But like with the quick time events and like the straight up God of War style, I was like, man, I couldn't get past this one quick time event. Like I was on like the second boss or something like that, and to defeat him, you've got to like get the circles to match in the middle. And I kept missing the timing. I'm like, you know
yeah.
what? This isn't skill. This is just
Dumb luck.
I don't like quick time events. You know, I mean, it can be done right, and that was not done right. But other than that, you know, I don't know. I need to play more of it because it doesn't feel very Castlevania-y to me. I played Mirrors of whatchamacallit for the 3DS.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, Mirrors. Yeah, Mirror of Fate. What I played in that short little 10 minutes they let you play it at E3, I was like, oh, this looks like it could be cool. It's another God of War thing, but, you know, it's from the side, you know, side-scroller. So this has promise, and then I read some of the reviews, and, you know, I might still get it because I think it's pretty cheap now, but what I've heard of it is not so good. And I was like, oh, if it's really not any different than what I played, I mean, I guess I assumed it was going to get better, but, yeah.
Hey, Sean, don't forget about your magic meat.
Where?
We're right next to that mummy.
No, see, there's the thing. That's a double-edged sword. If you take that stair, that's a stair you can't use to get back.
Oh, yeah.
So it's up to you, but just...
What I usually do is just, you know, get the meat and just start whipping them as fast as I can.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even worry about those candles over there. But have you tried any of the fighting games?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was looking, and that was the second worst rated game there. The whatchamacallit, Judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or no, that was the worst. Was it? Oh man, that was the worst. Holy cow. It looked kind of silly, so I didn't play it. But did you play it?
Nah, I've seen people play it, and I was just like, that's just dumb.
I don't know what the thinking was behind that, because like Castlevania, sure, make a fighting game. In a way, I kind of admire like when they want to try something different. That's cool. But Castlevania fighting game, I don't know. That's a weird idea.
I'm just waiting for the Castlevania shooter.
Oh no. First person whipping.
Yeah.
Silly. Yeah, that would be super silly.
Oh, alright. Hey Sean, it's raining.
Cool.
Do you guys live in the same area?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It never rains in Texas.
Really?
Well, not very often.
Just
probably
tornadoes.
rain more. Yeah, just tornadoes and dust storms. Hey, now get that meat at your feet.
Yeah, you definitely want it this time.
There you go. Oh, you should just kill me, Sean. There you go. Just stay there and just keep whipping.
You're gonna do it.
No, just keep whipping. You stop.
You stopped living.
I can't help it.
It's hard.
This game is a piece of crap.
Is it a piece of crap, or is it so good?
Or is your skill a piece of crap?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that. I think you're doing very good for your first time playing Castlevania. It's a hard game.
Yeah, it really is.
It's up there, man, with difficulty. Like, you could spend a day playing this from start to finish sometimes. I mean, you know, once you've done it a few times, you're like, oh, yeah, I know what to do and stuff. But, you know, having not played it for years, I went back and played it with my friend for a day. It took all day, and at the end, we were like, oh, my gosh, we felt like we'd, like, defeated something, like, we're the kings of the world and stuff. Like, kind of a Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
yeah. Playing through that a couple times, it was killer. Then my friend came over. We were playing Ninja Gaiden. I don't know why I'm talking about Ninja Gaiden, but
okay, go ahead.
we got to the end. You know where it starts looping if you don't get beat the boss.
Yep. Three forms.
Yep. And my friend came over and he's like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And he knocked over my NES, and we had to start over. I was about to kill him.
Was he your friend after that?
yeah, we're still friends, but
Okay.
almost not, you know. But yeah, like it's one of those games that like you just sit there and you can make a day of it, and it's gonna be a chore, you know, or not a chore. It's gonna be a challenge, you know.
Yeah.
It's fun to play still. It's just hard. It's brutally hard. I've sat down a couple times since then with friends and been like, oh yeah, we're totally gonna kill us in a few hours, and we just give up after a while. We're like, man, how do we do this? It's like I think in our old age we're getting kind of crap.
Get away from me, Ghost!
Sean, you played Ninja Gaiden, haven't you?
I think I have.
That's gonna be the next Piper can't play.
Oh man, you're in for a fun time.
Am I? Oh.
I guess
I give up on this game!
you give up already?
Ow! No, I don't. I gotta keep going. I gotta fight through
Piper,
it.
you can play this.
Don't listen to the title. You can play.
Yeah.
Even though you were the one that made the title up.
The title is sitting there mocking me.
You know, the title is, expectations are set low, so you can do whatever, and you'll come out on top.
But I set the expectations.
Yeah, that's okay. I always do that too, so if I come out on top, it's like, damn.
No!
That's...
Yeah, see, now the video becomes better because you start screaming and crying. That's what your viewers want.
Is it?
All 5 of them.
I don't know about that.
You know what? It makes me nervous when people watch me play, so I'm gonna chalk it up. I would chalk it up to that. I'd just say, man, watching me, even 5 people, I'd be like, man.
Yeah, it is kind of
nerve-wracking.
Yep.
It's like people watch me type, and all of a sudden it's like I can't spell anything, you know?
Oh yeah, it happens to me at work all the time.
You also have bathroom fright?
I do! How did you know?
Because he has it too.
I can't make number 1 if, people are watching.
I can smell it.
Oh my. Bath potty humor.
That's what our fans expect.
I know mine do.
I'm
all about potty humor.
It's not a successful show if we don't mention a toilet or bodily functions.
Can I give him tips? I don't know the rules of the show.
No, do whatever you want.
If you try and duck down on that bottom right corner, that 4th block on the far right, I think some stuff will show up. I could be tripping.
Like a gun?
Yep. Like a Castlevania gun.
Oh shit, look at that!
There you go.
No gun.
But
it's money.
It's a bag of money.
There you go. You get a 1-up after a certain amount of points, yeah? I don't remember.
I think you do. Yeah, I think you do. I don't know what the point increment is.
Probably
500,000.
What's the point of the points?
Boom.
I don't know if that went along with that.
Yeah.
Sound effects, but
whatever.
Drop a joke, wiki.
Whatever.
Hey Sean, you know what your next game after Ninja Gaiden's gonna be?
Ninja Gaiden 2.
Ninja Gaiden 2. Then after that one, Ninja Gaiden 3.
Yeah.
Why are you making me play all these games?
Dang, you're doing some nice dodging.
Hey, are you serious?
Dive.
You got to a checkpoint, so good job.
I'm surprised you haven't played Skyrim yet. So that series will be 50 episodes long.
Oh yeah, that would be.
You know, I was not impressed with that game. I'm not on the cool kids bandwagon.
I'm with you, Sean. I'm not a big fan of that game.
Oh man, we're gonna have to disagree on that one.
The main reason is because I can't stay focused enough to play that damn game. That's why I don't have GTA 5 yet, because I can't play a game like that.
Hey, they got a warning on the back of the box that says if you have ADD, do not play this game.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
That's funny. No, I haven't seen the box. I was watching my friend play. I was like, this is pretty cool, but I know that I couldn't get into it. I'm not as, what is that, high fantasy? Is that what that's called? Like, I'm not in that high fantasy kind of stuff.
GTA 5 is high fantasy?
Is that what it is?
What, GTA 5?
No, I'm sorry. Are we talking about GTA 5?
Well,
we brought it up.
Oh. Whatchamacallit?
You're talking about Skyrim.
Skyrim, yeah. Is that high fantasy?
Yeah, I think technically it would be considered high fantasy.
See, because I don't like that setting at all. It's not appealing to me.
No,
and I don't like Western RPGs, so...
Why do I have to classify my fantasies? I want to know that.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm into low fantasies, what I'm into.
Give me a definition of a low fantasy.
It's just like kind of crap. You're like, what if a lamp could talk?
This is the worst fantasy ever! Get me out of here!
There goes Dracula again.
Oh, man. We're gonna get there.
You can do it, Sean.
Ever.
Yeah, you will. I believe in you.
I thought you were gonna say like Borat. We're gonna get there. Not.
Yeah. Not. Yeah.
We're not gonna get there. Just whip them. Don't even worry about trying to dodge the duck jump dodge.
Oh.
Just there you go.
Oh,
you the man.
Oh, Oh.
Shucks. You
Hey.
can do it.
You want a pointer, Sean?
No. What is your
Beat-
pointer?
Beat the
Well,
mummies.
Yeah, just beat them. That's it. I don't understand what the problem is.
Oh.
But after you get the meat and they come to life and you get hit once, just stay in the corner and just keep whipping. I mean, most of the time you'll hit their wraps and sometimes they'll go over your head. Just
Whip it
duck
real
and keep
good.
whipping.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
If you could acquire the holy water,
That'd be
Oh,
best.
yeah.
but I don't know if you can. Honestly.
You get it at the very beginning.
If you could hold on to that, that would be pretty.
Yeah,
sweet.
get the water and try and hold on to it.
And
If
then
not,
yeah,
if not, just duck and keep whipping.
duck and punch.
Duck
If you actually if you could hold on to the holy water, and don't destroy that bottom step, you can go back up after you get them to spin around,
yeah.
and you can just throw the holy water like a chicken.
And you can
That's how I
cheese
used
them.
to do it.
You can cheese them.
Cheese it up.
You know, guys, I think we're gonna have to stop this here because my
Yeah.
brain is melting. So,
Okay.
this has been me trying to play Castlevania and sucking hard.
You did pretty good. You got to stage 9.
What?
Yeah,
Was it stage 9?
Yeah, every time you go through a door and stuff, it calls that a stage.
Oh.
technically it's 3.
So I won.
But no, you
Beat
did
it.
good.
Yay, me.
Good job.
Good stuff.